Hello, today my group will talk about Chapter 8. The first definition, discord action within the group occur when opponents have interests or goals that seem incompatible, carefully consult each other about work and produce and listening to the majority design carefully business and organization goal and manage results and appropriately to achieve goals. And the next slide, type of conflict. Interpersonal conflict arises in people because they don't meet in the intent goals. Interpersonal conflict, a conflict that arises from two or more people with different goals. Intergroup conflict among members within the group caused by disagreement due to the different concepts. Conflict between group and organization may conflict with duty. Horizontal conflict arise between members of the same type of channel and in the same level. And the next source of conflict, lack of communication between parties. This is because many conflicts are the result of misunderstandings or communication failures. Conflict management for leaders. Developing communication and listening skills, including spending time networking with others. Use Thomas 5 strategy or approach. The first, competition giving opposing party an opportunity to express their desire to defeat them. It puts one party above the other in order to protect one's own interests, also known as individualist orientation. The second, accommodation. One side has to sacrifice or reduce their own desire in order for the other party to achieve their needs or become in winner. This is a trick of comfort. The third, sharing find a common ground of satisfaction for both parties or is in a meeting halfway. The fourth, collaboration. Reflect effort to fully satisfy both parties. This is a solution that requires the integration of each other's concerns. The fifth, avoidance. Indifferent to the concern of both parties, reflect to the revocation or neglect of the interest of either party.
Negotiation definition. A negotiation is a strategic discussion that involves an issue in a way that both parties find acceptable. Effective negotiation. 1. A method by which people settle differences is a process by which compromise or agreement is reached while avoiding argument and dispute. 2. Fisher and Yuri negotiation advice. Separate the people from the problem. All negotiation involves key issue and the relationship between the negotiator. Focus on interest, not position. Focusing attention depends on understanding the difference between attention and position. The negotiation processes 5 process. 1. Prepare. 2. Exchange information. 3. Clarification. 4. Bargaining and solving. And 5. Conclude and implement. Negotiation skill for leader. Plan ahead. As a maximum, there are 2 things You should get to know before going into the negotiation yourself and the other negotiator. Actively listen is one of the most important negotiation tactics and can help you fully understand their agreement. Be the reluctant negotiator. More often than not, the reluctant one in the negotiation there more control over the negotiation pace and direction. Ask for more, expect less. When it comes time to put forward your offer, achieve win-win outcome. You will get the most ground by aiming for win-win outcome where both parties feel they have success. Knowing when to stop is a practical negotiation skill all good leaders have.
Study of negotiating about Panda for San Diego. The negotiating about Panda for San Diego Zoo case concerned the executive director of a zoo in the U.S. who seek to giant panda, an endangered species, from their only source on planet China. Compounding the difficulty, many other zoos are also trying to obtain giant panda to drug star of the zoo world. Yet, as if relative bargaining power were not enough to preoccupy the zoo director, it is not his only major challenge. His zoo initiative attracts attention from a wide range of stakeholders, from non-governmental NGO, conservation groups to government agencies on both sides of the Pacific Ocean. Several of these organizations ardently oppose the zoo effort, while others change their position over time. All of this attention influences the zoo negotiation. Therefore, a second challenging task for the zoo director is to monitor events in the negotiating environment and manage their effect on his negotiation with Chinese counterparts. Method that Douglas Meyer, executive director of the San Diego Zoo, used in negotiations that both parties are satisfied with. Meyer focused on building relationships with the Chinese officials through destination-focused meetings and meetings that involve key scientists and researchers. He used this event to build rapport and seek mutually beneficial outcomes. In doing so, he sought to cultivate trust, which would frame the negotiation process, characterize the process in a positive way, and allow time to identify all pertinent parties with the hope of making the negotiation more aspirational in nature to appeal to all needs, not just final outcome. Meyer that this all parties involved in the negotiation to win over each group and effectuate aspirational outcome. This is important so that the proposal make a view in a positive light and not misconstrued, whereby others would assume Meyer was only trying to satisfy his own interests. That brings me to our presentation. Thank you for your attention.